Can you guys believe today is January 17th? We're over halfway through January of 2024 already. Do you guys feel like this year is already starting to fly by? Because I feel like it is. I feel like the days are just chugging by faster and faster. But guys, if we're already halfway through the month of January, that means our preview orders are due in just 1 week's time. That's right, our previews orders are due on January 24th. So it is time to do our preview and highlights video for the month of January. And we're gonna be discussing the books that are coming out in the month of March of 2024. This video is just to give you a nice preview to those amazing books. But if you guys order through previews like I do, you guys can save up to 35% off the cover price. Just let that sink in. 35%. It's such a great savings. It allows me to buy more books or more covers or whatever I want. I highly suggest considering ordering through previews. But if you do have a local LCS that you know and love and trust, stick with that. I personally just do not have one in my area. Otherwise, I would have stuck with my local LCS. But guys, that's really it. That is the intro, previews, highlights for the month of January. And guys, we're gonna kick this video off with going over my DC Comics cover lever picks. Before we dive into these cover lever picks, I just want to remind you, I make this video so that way I can give you guys a sneak peek at some of the covers that I'm really excited about, or some of the books that I'm really pumped for coming out in a few months' time. So if you guys see anything that you really like, make sure you guys make a little note of it somewhere, maybe on a notebook somewhere, or online, or maybe just email your local LCS and let them know that you're interested in getting this cover so they can pre-order it for you and you can have peace of mind that you know you're gonna get your hands on this cover or book or whatever it is. All right, I just want to say that because I didn't say that in the intro and I wanted to, so I wanted to get that out of the way. But guys, let's go ahead and dive into these DC Comics cover lever picks. And first up, we have Batman issue number 145. Now this is the cover D. It's the 1:25 ratio variant done by Matteo Scalera. It is gorgeous. I love a good Batman cover, and this one featuring him on the top of some building in Gotham with the bat signal behind him is so good. I'm definitely gonna have to get my hands on this cover because it is too good to pass up. And next up is Nightwing issue number 112. This is the cover B variant done by Dan Mora. How cool is this? Nightwing in the driver's seat of the Batmobile and Batman in the back looking a little annoyed. So good. And next up is Action Comics issue number 1063. Such a crazy high number, 1063 issues. But guys, this is the cover B variant done by Jorge Jimenez. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Jorge Jimenez, and this one is actually pretty cool. It's split down the middle with a cowering Clark Kent and then like an epic pose of Superman. Such a good cover and such a good artist. But guys, this next cover is so good. This is Wonder Woman issue number 7, the cover B variant done by Julian Totino Tedesco. I don't even know who this character is. Maybe it's Wonder Woman. She's got like the outfit in the W that says Wonder Woman, but maybe it's Donna Troy because Donna Troy usually wears black with stars. I'm not 100% sure. It's obviously issue number 7, which is like 3 issues ahead of what I'm reading right now. But how good is this cover? This cover is so good. These Tedesco covers for Wonder Woman have been home runs every single time, and this one is really good. But this next cover is also really good. This is Birds of Prey, issue number 7, the cover C variant, done by none other than Pablos Villalobos, otherwise known as Lobos. This is so good. His covers for Birds of Prey have been like so good, and this one is another banger. But guys, next up is another really cool cover for Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. King Kong, or I should say vs. Kong, issue number 6. Now this is the cover D variant, which is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Daniel Warren Johnson. I am such a huge fan of his, and of course I'm going to put a cover of his on it that features Godzilla and frickin' Batman. Batman is swinging towards Godzilla. That is just both ridiculous and amazing. I absolutely love that cover. There's 3 more covers for DC Comics to talk about. Next up is the Penguin issue number 8. This is the cover B variant done by Dustin Gwinn. It's just a really striking cover. It's black and it's black and red, maybe a little bit of grays in there, but mostly just black and red. So good. And this Penguin book has been really, really good. If you guys are not reading it, I highly suggest you guys check that book out. Next up is Blue Beetle issue number 7. Now this is the cover A. Obviously, it looks like this is not the final artwork because there is no color on it, but this cover is done by Adrian Gutierrez, who is the main artist on this book. But if you guys go to this issue on previews, there's actually a bunch of different artists doing artwork for the interiors, I believe. Now, when a book is on previews, sometimes they can get the information wrong or they don't have the correct information in there just yet. But on League of Comic Geeks, on their previews page, there were like 4 or 5 artists and Jeff Lemire was one of them, which was really interesting. But guys, this book has been incredible. It's been on the top 3 list a bunch of times. Adrian Gutierrez's artwork is like really good, like really good. And this cover featuring so many really cool superheroes is a banger. I cannot wait to see this book once it's fully colored and we get the trade dress on it. It's gonna be so good. And the final cover for DC Comics that I really like is Sinister Sons issue number 2, the cover B variant done by Jamal Campbell. I'm really excited for this book. It's going to be written by Peter J. Dasami, who did the first Super Sons book, and he did like the first 2 series, I want to say. But this book has the son of Sinestro and the son of Zod. And they're teaming up together. Are they going to be like bad guys? Are they going to be good guys? I have a feeling they're going to be bad, but they're going to do bad things to like Robin Hood style. They're going to like steal and then give back. Maybe, possibly, I don't know, because I haven't read it yet. But this cover by Jamal Campbell for issue number 2 looks absolutely fantastic. All right, guys, those are my DC cover level picks for this month's previews, which are due next week on January 24th of 2024. So if you guys are interested in any of these covers and you order through previews, make sure you guys get your orders in or let your local LCS know that you want one of these covers. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and keep chugging along. Next up are my Marvel cover level picks. Interestingly enough, there were 10 covers that I like for Marvel and only 9 for DC, which normally never happens. Normally for DC Comics there's like 15 or 20 and then Marvel has like 6. But Marvel actually has 1 more this month. So let's go ahead and dive right in. First one up is The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 45. This is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Alex Maleev. I really enjoy Alex Maleev's artwork a lot and this cover is pretty good. It's not my favorite, but it was good enough to show you guys just in case you guys are really interested in it. I might try to pick it up because usually Amazing Spider-Man ratio covers you can get pretty cheap because most stores order a lot of copies of this book because everyone loves Spider-Man. So normally you can get this pretty cheap. So you can get this, I would say about $8 or $9 on mycomicshop.com. Link down in the description below. But guys, next up is Venom issue number 32. This is again is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Ryan Stegman. It's just cool. You got Venom, he's got his giant wings, he's flying over a city. What is not to like? It's Ryan Stegman. Next up is actually a Star Wars cover, and I don't add many Star Wars books to my list because I'm just not a huge Star Wars fan, but this cover was really cool. This is Star Wars issue number 43, the cover A, done by Steven Segovia, and it's just so cool. You got a stormtrooper, and then in the reflection of his helmet, you got Boba Fett, and oh man, I'm blanking on the other guy's name. Lando, I want to say his name is, but that is just so cool. I really liked it, and the artwork by Steven Segovia is really good, or Stefan Segovia. Next up is an awesome cover. It is so good. Ultimate X-Men issue number 1, the variant cover done by Dike Ruan. I'm really pumped to check out this series. It's going to be written by Peach Momoko and has interior art by Peach Momoko, and it's just the ultimate take on X-Men, but hopefully it's going to be a new take. They're not just going to be following the old version of it. It's going to be Peach Momoko's own version, which I'm really excited about, and this cover by Dike Ruan is like so good. But this is another cover for this book that I really like, and it's the 1:10 ratio variant done by Peach Momoko, which looks like it features this really cool young version of Storm. It looks really cool, and I really enjoy Peach Momoko's design variants, and that's why this cover is on the list. Guys, next up is a banger of a cover. Vengeance of Moon Knight issue number 4, the 1:25 ratio variant done by Alexander Lozano. How freaking cool is this? The juxtaposition of the dark Moon Knight with the bright blue background is so good. So good. This cover is fantastic. I can guarantee a lot of people are going to want this cover. So I have a feeling if you guys want this cover, let your local LCS know so that way they can secure this cover for you, because I have a feeling this cover is just going to fly off the shelf once this book comes out because it is so good. All right, guys, next up is Captain Marvel issue number 6. This is the 1:25 ratio variant done by none other than Jeff DeCall. I gotta put Jeff DeCall covers on my list because I think he is a fantastic artist, and this cover looks so good. And I really like that Captain Marvel does not have that silly jacket on, and I like that she has like some kind of like ponytail. It looks really freaking cool. And next up is Star Wars The High Republic issue number 5. Now this is the Woman's History variant done by Betsy Cola featuring Ahsoka. Again, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but there are 2 Star Wars covers on my cover lover list, which is pretty crazy. And this Ahsoka cover, I don't know, to me, looks really freaking cool. Now, the next book up, I actually don't have the artwork for, but there are 2 covers that I think are possibly going to be really freaking good. And I'm talking about Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue number 1. Now, this is going to have the writer of Stephanie Phillips, and I am a big Stephanie Phillips fan. I really like her writing style. But guys, there are 2 covers, and there's gonna be one by Jenny Frison doing Ghost Spider, which just sounds really freaking good. I'm a huge Jenny Frison fan, so I think you guys should probably let your LCS know that you want that cover. But there's also a Pablos Villalobos variant, so a Lobos variant and a Jenny Frison variant for Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider, issue number 1. That just sounds incredible. Again, the artwork is not out yet, but when I saw those 2 names listed, I was like, yep, put me down for those because I definitely want those because they're probably going to be freaking amazing. Now, there is one more cover that I do have the artwork for, and that is Kid Venom issue number 1, the variant cover done by In-Huk Lee. Now, I don't know who this character is at all. Kid Venom, I guess he's a new symbiote. Is he a kid? Is he not a kid? I have no freaking clue. But this cover by In-Huk Lee is really good. I really like it. All right, guys, those are all my Marvel Comics cover lover picks. We have 2 sections left of this video. Next up is the Indie Comics cover lover picks, and then we're gonna wrap it up with my new number 1 that I think you guys should consider checking out. So let's go ahead and check out these Indie cover lover picks. All right, guys, this should be pretty quick. There's only 6 covers, even though that's kind of a lie because there are multiple versions of covers that I'm going to tell you guys about. Let's go ahead and dive into these covers. First up is Spawn issue number 352. This is the cover B variant done by Francisco Tomaselli. Spawn looking epic on this cover. Kind of has like a Mike Del Mundo look to it to me, but it looks really freaking cool, and I'm really excited to add this cover to my collection. Next up is Napalm Lullaby issue number 1. Now guys, stick around to the end of the video because I'll be talking more about this book then. But guys, this is the cover E variant, which is the 1:20 ratio variant done by Jeff DeCall. Jeff DeCall goodness on this really cool independent. If you guys didn't see his covers that he did for Red Room, or Red Light, I want to say it is, you guys definitely need to check that out. They are super gorgeous, especially with the ones for issue number 1 and 2, but every single cover he did for that book is so good. But guys, next up is Thundercats issue number 2. Now this is the cover B variant, which is the trade dress, but there's also the cover G, which is the foil, the cover H, which is the foil virgin, and then also the 1:25 ratio variant, all with this artwork done by Perillo. It's gorgeous, featuring Chitara. It's really good. All kinds of different versions. I'm pretty sure there's probably a metal as well. So if you like this cover, you have lots of different options how you can get this cover. I personally, I think I pre-ordered the B, the foil, and maybe the foil virgin. And I'm probably going to try to pick up the 1:25 ratio variant because I like the cover art so much, and it's freaking Chitara. So good. All right, guys, 3 covers left. Next up is Vampirella issue number 667. This is the cover C variant done by Carla Cohen. Vampirella, Carla Cohen. It's gonna make the list. It's so freaking good. Next up, Man's Best, issue number 1, the cover D, which is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Jay Lee. This seems pretty cool. I don't know much about the story itself, but there's like 3 animals with like cybernetics on them. It sounds a lot like We 3, but different. So if you guys don't know what We 3 is, it's an amazing book with Frank Quietly art from a while ago. I'm talking like 25 years ago at this point. Such a great book. And this book has very similar feels to it. But guys, if you guys are really interested, check out Man's Best on previews. I'm sure you can find out more about it there. But guys, next up, Army of Darkness Forever, issue number 6. Now this is the cover B variant, but there's also a cover G variant, which is the 1:20 Virgin variant, both with art by Arthur Sidem. I love all the covers that Arthur Sidem has done for Army of Darkness Forever. They've all been fantastic. And this one, featuring Bruce Campbell, I forgot the name of the character Ash, I want to say it is, with all of his limbs chopped off, but he's still like in a running position. So good. So good. All right, guys, those are all my cover lever picks. We've done DC, we've done Marvel, we've done Indie. Now it's time to talk about the new #1s that are landing on this month's preview that I think you guys should seriously check out. All right, guys, there is one new #1 that I'm truly super excited about, and I'm gonna read the synopsis for that one, and then I have 6 other new #1s that we're gonna go quickly over because I'm a little excited about those, and they are cool characters, so I wanna share those new #1s with you guys. And then you guys can make your own decision if you wanna add them to your pull list or not. But let's check out this first one that I'm super excited about, and that is Napalm Lullaby, issue #1. Now, this is coming from the writer of Rick Remender. That's right, guys, the guy that's writing Sacrificers, the guy that wrote so many other amazing stories. I'll put some pictures up here of other books that he's written, and it's gonna have artwork by Bengal. That is one hell of a creative team on a new book. When I see Rick Remender, I just add it to the pull list. I'm like, yep, add it to the pull list because I want to check out at least the first story arc of his new book. But guys, let me go ahead and read the synopsis to you guys. The best-selling creative duo of Rick Remender and Bengal re-team for Napalm Lullaby, an all-new, ongoing dystopian epic with a special double-length first issue. That's right, double length on the first issue. I personally love when they do that kind of stuff because you get so much story in that first issue. They really suck you in. But guys, let me continue with the synopsis. A child with unimaginable power is raised to believe he is a god by a cult of zealots utterly confident in the moral authority of their religion. The magnificent leader has imposed his will on humanity and created the ultimate theocracy. Join them or be cast out to suffer with the masses. And that's all we get. So truly, I think you really have to dive into this book because you believe in Rick Remender and Bengal, because I think they are amazing storytellers, and I'm just so excited for this book. There are some amazing covers. There's a bunch of different covers. I really like the Jeff DeCall, which I've already shown you, and I believe there is a Daniel Warren Johnson. I looked at all the covers yesterday, and I'm blanking a little bit, but I believe there is a Daniel Warren Johnson. If there is, I'll throw it up on screen right now, and it is so good. All right. That is the #1 that I'm like truly super excited about. Let's cover the other new #1s. And first up is Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider, issue #1. Again, this is coming from the writer of Stephanie Phillips and art by Chris Campana. And yeah, I'm all in because of Stephanie Phillips. I'm super excited about her taking over a character like this. I think she could do a fantastic job because it's freaking Spider-Gwen. She needs to have a good writer on that book. Next up, Deadpool, issue #1. That's right, they're relaunching Deadpool. Yay! I want to be excited, but the writer is Cody Ziegler, and he's been okay on Miles Morales Spider-Man, but he hasn't been great. I like the first story arc, and then it kind of got off the rails, and I don't know. So, I love Deadpool. I think he's a really great character. He's had some really good arcs in the past with previous writers. I really hope that they can get a good writer on this book sometime soon, and maybe Cody Ziegler is going to be that person. But guys, next up, Ultimate X-Men, issue #1, coming from the writer-artist of Peach Momoko. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for this book. I've never read a Peach Momoko book before. I know, I haven't. So I'm diving into this with open eyes and heart and mind. I just want to enjoy a good X-Men book, and I'm praying to God the Ultimate X-Men can be pretty good because I want to read a good X-Men book. There just hasn't been one for so long. Now, the next 3 books are all independent, and I don't know much about any of them. But I'm going to tell you why I put them on this list in just a second. First up, White Boat, issue #1. Now, this is a new book coming from the publisher of Distillery with the creative team of Scott Snyder and Francisco Francavilla. Do you need more? Awesome artist, awesome writer on an independent. I don't think you need more because freaking Scott Snyder is the freaking man. So good. Next up, Sam and Twitch Case Files, issue #1. That's right, Sam and Twitch are getting their own book once again. I haven't read Spawn in, I want to say, a year, maybe more. I still collect every single issue of all the titles. I have them in their boxes because I just, I don't know why. I can't stop collecting them. But I am going to dive into this because I think Sam and Twitch are really cool characters. Now, this is going to be written by Todd McFarlane and has art by Simon Grudzinski. And that's another big reason that I will be checking out this book, because I think Simon's art, or Simon, his art is fantastic. I wish he was doing the writing in the art in this book, but the fact that he's doing the art, I gotta check it out. And the final new number one that I want to tell you guys about is Spectrograph. I want to say that's how you say it. Issue number 1. And this is another book from Distillery. And guess what? It's a horror book. And guess who it's written by? James Tynion IV, and it has art by Kristen Ward. That is like a dream team on a horror book. I cannot wait to pick this book up. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I personally haven't picked up any of the Distillery books yet, which is my bad. I probably should be picking them all up. It's a new publisher with a lot of big creators making books for them. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be diving in for White Boat and Spectrograph. If you guys have read other Distillery books, guys, let me know down in the comments below which ones I should be picking up, because I think there's been like 4 or 5 out already, maybe even more. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have picked up one. I picked up Gone, issue number 1 from Jock. I just haven't read it yet. Oh, me falling behind on all the books that I read. It's just a thing that happens. But guys, that is going to be it for this video, so let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, we are at the end of this video. I'm going to take a second to thank every single one of you who are still watching this video right now and remind you that you guys are legends. It's true. I read it on the internet. Every single one of you is a legend if you guys are still watching this video right now. Now, if you guys watch that video and you guys enjoy comic book content and you're not subscribed, I know I wait to the end of this video to say it every single time, but guys, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and smash that like button. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. This video will either drop today on Wednesday the 17th or on Friday the 17th, 18th, 19th. But hopefully I'll get it out on the 17th, which is today. So if I see you guys later today, congratulations, you guys watch this video. And if not, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.